This man with 100 ears is slowly twisting his body and dancing, immersing himself in everything, and the surrounding audience is also stimulated by this performance to give an unspeakable pleasure. This is the latest film of the horror film master Cronenberg. The scene in the last line. At this time, due to spiritual emptiness, human beings have an almost perverted obsession with physical pain. They spent $1 million to cut open their belly and then take out the internal organs in this operation. It actually attracted thousands of people to watch, and reporters broadcast the live broadcast throughout the city. The man on the operating table had a thin face. People called it the purification of new humans, and even called this kind of surgery. It is regarded as a fashionable performance art. And now, there is a technology that can regrow human organs. However, this technology has a drawback, which is that different internal organs will grow randomly every year. The internal organs must be removed immediately when they grow out. Otherwise, they will be destroyed. There will be fear of life. Obviously, this technique is illegal, but there are still many people who are enthusiastic about it and call this kind of performance inner beauty. Kate Soul and his wife also found business opportunities in this, and they began to continue to carry out this kind of business. The purpose of the surgery performance is to make more people fall in love with this technology. But the effect is very obvious. As soon as the performance ended, a beautiful woman came over to ask. After hearing this reward, the beauty wanted to be cut into pieces immediately. However, Soul's non-stop performance made her body more and more weak. She could only use a special chair to soak the food. At this time, when this kind of abnormal performance was popular, she became more and more weak. The leading figures, Soul and his wife, received an invitation to a beauty pageant called the New World. The contestants were all new humans. They scratched their faces with rollers on the windy river and touched their insteps. It was obvious that they were hurting themselves, but there was not a trace on their faces. Pain is replaced by a sense of satisfaction, and these are just children. Look at this man. The whole body is covered with three-dimensional surround sound of humanoid figures with lively ears. Seeing this scene, Kate feels stupid in her heart. Over the years, she has only been responsible for cutting off organs and has never experienced the pleasure of being cut open. She found the broken lotus female watch, expressing some inner longing. Looking at Kate's sincere expression, the broken lotus girl stretched out an olive branch towards her. After returning home at night, looking at Kate's forehead full of scars, Soul was very reluctant to think that his wife was doing this. Betrayal. This New World beauty pageant has attracted the attention of all parties. As long as you win the competition, you can earn a lot of money. So the two made an agreement. After this game, he retired from the world of martial arts. Soul's body could no longer bear the surgeries day after day, but Kate expressed her anxiety. The couple had put everything aside. The atmosphere has changed, and the audience is afraid that they are all tired of aesthetics. It is difficult to get ahead in the competition with such a performance, and Kate went to the Broken Face Girls team to find out a secret that can allow them to win. Weapon time. Back to one day ago, a boy finished brushing his teeth and was getting ready to have breakfast, but his dining place was next to the toilet. He picked up the trash can and chopped it up. Milky white liquid was flowing out from the corner of his mouth, and he looked at it with relish. The face of the mother next to the smelly son was full of indifference. That night, the mother picked up a handful of pillows and covered her son to death on the bed. When the father returned home, he didn't seem too surprised to see his son's body, as if he had already been dead. I expected all this and guessed it correctly. Performing an autopsy on the boy's body was the secret weapon in Kate's mouth. Soul found the boy's mother and asked her why she wanted to kill her child. The woman said that this was not her own. His own child, he was a monster created by the child's father. Soul was confused. The woman explained that there was sulfuric acid in his stomach that could dissolve all plastics. He was not a normal human being at all. After that, he left. Then Soul found the boy's father and asked for the child's body. The man opened the freezer and the boy's body appeared in front of him. At this moment, Kate couldn't help crying. It seemed that she was aware of her conscience or felt sorry for the boy. Sorry. The boy's father readily accepted their request, but he proposed to make a living on the day of the performance. He said that his child was not a freak, but the future of new human evolution. It turned out that his father was a member of a green organization. They accept the growth of new organs and turn them into new systems that can digest plastic, allowing them to eat plastic. The boy who died for food seems to have inherited his father's modified gene and was born with the ability to digest plastic, chemical plastic. The Material Man hopes to show the world the trend of human development through the performance of child corpse autopsy. One day, he will have to digest the demons planted in the past. The demons he planted in the past soon arrived. On the day of the performance, Soul stood outside the stage and acted out as a manipulative solution. Kate was responsible for explaining next to the boy. Many reporters broadcast the whole process live. The boy's father was nervous, anxious, and couldn't wait for the world to witness the miracle. However, as his belly was opened, what happened was revealed to everyone. They were all artificial organs and were even covered in sarcastic graffiti. If boys were born with organs, as men said, there wouldn't be such graffiti at all. Soul found it incredible, and Kate felt angry. This was a man after all. They were deceived, or someone had replaced the boy's organs in advance. On the other side, the boy's father collapsed. He fled outside the door. It was difficult to accept all this. The miracle in his eyes was destroyed in this way. What is even more terrifying when you think about it is that in him, when he was in grief, two women in black held electric drills in their hands and directly opened his mind. He just secretly regretted his death. Maybe it was the death of the man and the anatomy of the boy that touched Soul. He accepted the idea of the green organization, and it was no longer relevant. In addition to the new organs, he also ate plastic food made from men's tissues. Movie end here, don't forget subscribe.